guest. I want y'all to just keep it locked. We're going to introduce all of the hosts that's on the show tonight. What's poppin', Jess?
What's up, Raine Rose? How you doing?
All is well, all is good. Just, battling everyday struggles. But other than that, just making it happen. What about you, Sam G?
Oh, yes, I'm trying to get over this sinus, but, I ain't going to make it turn me into a minus.
Oh, my
Come
God.
on, Sam G.
Every time, man, Sam always hit us with something. I love it. But, man, I'm not even going to hold y'all. We have a really special guest coming through tonight, and it's my man, Creepa, from the MTV hit reality show, G's to Gent. If you haven't heard of him, he is a true phenomenon. This man is a talent unheard of and unseen. Like y'all will see in a second. He's very, very charming, super entertaining. I just loved everything I saw about him personally. What's your thoughts on Creepa, Jess?
My thoughts is everything you said plus, because you never know what you're going to get with Mr. Creepa when you interact with him.
You don't.
He truly is a gem. He's a talent. He has lots of talent, but I mean, it's just, I'm excited to have him on the show tonight, to be interviewing him and just, see what's going on with him, what's new, what's happened before, just get his story, really.
I love it. I'm super ready. What's your thoughts about Creepa? What is it you want to find out tonight, Sam? Anything special?
Just to see, because he put me in the mind of an artist. So, I just want to see if he went ahead into that direction. I don't know. I get like a Plies vibe.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely, he's definitely very outspoken like Plies. But I ain't even gonna hold y'all. We're gonna go ahead and bring him in. Definitely want to get into it with my man Creepa. So without further ado, let's introduce our special guest, Mr. G's to Gent, winner of G's to Gent MTV show, $100,000 man.
Yes.
What's good, Creepa?
Hey.
What's up?
What's up?
So we're not even gonna hold you, man. We're gonna get right into this interview because the first thing I want to know is when you hear Creepa, the name by itself just makes me like, okay, is this something I can trust? Where you get the name Creepa from?
Right.
Well, I had that name a long time ago, and I've been doing music for a while, so that's just I can surprise you in a good way, surprise you in a bad way, it's just surprise.
Look, you got Creepa. So my thought process is, you creeping through the night. So you creeping with the night. Like, what you creeping for? That's what I want to know.
They say all type of stuff. The women say one thing, you creeping this, so.
Well, your name gives it away. Your name just
Creepa looking to do something deeper.
Look, real deep, right?
Sam G.
Sam, here goes Sam. So, Creepa, we brought you on the show because we definitely want to get into a little bit of your background. We know you were on the reality hit TV show from G's to Gents, but I want to know your journey to get into G's to Gents. How did that even come about?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I've been doing music a long time, man. I'm from Miami, Florida. I've been in open mics, any event that anything dealing with music, I'm there. I just love music. I've been playing like the piano. I know how to make beats. I got a label. I got a book publishing company, a nonprofit 501c3 called A Plus Kids, agency, a book agency. I book all the I use for contacts and features, and sometimes they accompany me to my charity events out there in the community. I'm also an activist. I've been doing, work in the city halls for our people for the longest. So, it's a whole lot of stuff, man.
Almost like a Renaissance man.
Yeah.
Yeah. My grandfather told me to be the jack of all trades, and I love him for that.
That's so funny, man. People call me the Jane of all trades sometimes. I find it funny. There's nothing wrong with having a lot of hustles. I tell everybody 7 days, 7 ways, man. Every day you got to have a new hustle to make some money. That's the only way you're going to make it out here.
Yes, ma'am.
Gotta love that.
That's the only fact, the money, you know, you gotta get that money. And the Bible said, man don't work, he don't eat. So I love to work. My granddaddy taught me to work out. So I love to work.
Okay. Respectfully. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump up in the next question real quick. So when you got on the casting call for MTV, what was that like?
Yeah.
Well, it was when I first went there, it was on the beach. But like, you know, because I come from a real place, I kind of grew up poor a little bit, always on the budget, so I never had no video. I mean, no computer. I didn't have the internet or anything like that. So a young lady out of New York, she's kind of like a PR or A&R, 5 Little Records, you know, with Chris Body, Jimmy Hinchman, 50 Cent, Busta Rhymes, Balls, Method Man, all the people that's like up there, Russell Simmons, all the people that's up in New York, that's somebody they you know, eventually got to be with Violator. Violator Records is a big name up there. So it's like that. And when she had got introduced to me, you know, they were passing out CDs with my music on it, and she heard the music. I got to meet that guy right there. And then when she came to open mic, she saw me perform. In fact, I was at an open mic at a flea market. It was USA Flea Market, and it was packed with all my neighborhoods and all the people to support. And she me, you know, we put a chair right there for her in the middle of everybody, and she was sitting with her leg crossed, her hands folded and stuff like a woman, you know, like a young lady, and she just had that look in her face, and then she started pointing at me like he has the it factor. And ever since then, we was working together, and she put in the casting for me. She called me one day. She's like, I said, like, what's going on? She was like, well, she said, it's a new show. She like pulled it up. She said, let me tell you the synopsis about it. Well, they take the bad boys off the street, and you know, you go through the competition, and then they basically transforming the bad guys into a gentleman. And then she's the executive producer, Jamie Foxx. I was like, oh yeah, I met Jamie Foxx because my grandfather, he drive tractor trailers at the time before he passed away. And anything dealing with any movie sets or anything, I got to meet all the celebrities and stuff. Any movie that was shot in Miami, those actors, I got to meet them. Like, I think from Cape Fear, Jamie, what's the name? Robert De Niro, Demi Moore from I got to meet up with what's the name? Jim Carrey for with that Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, Bad Boy. As a matter of fact, I just did a casting call for Bad Boys 4. So,
wow.
Like she put the casting in for me, and then when it was time for me to do the casting, we went to the beach, you know, and when I went in and I was talking to the dude, they had a whole lot of people there, you know, just like you know, I forgot the talent. We had talent there, you know, when they be showing the shows, all the people lined out like around the corner and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It was like one of those it's kind of similar to that. And when I finally got in there, I was, you know, charismatic, and every time they asked me a question, what have you done? And you know, I just was so charming with it, and you know, and just showing how live I was, and they just loved me. And then when I was walking out, I said, I'm gonna win that show. That's my show. And they looked at me like, yeah, whatever. Like, you know, there's gonna be 41 million other people on there. And then, like, you know what I mean? I guess they ain't take it serious at the time,
but before you even made it on the show, this was at the casting call, you had already told him you was gonna win it.
I told him that's my show. I'm gonna win that show. That's mine. That belongs to me. Uh-huh. And then like, yeah, all right. You must don't know how many people gonna be on the show. And sure enough, it was a whole lot of people. And then eventually it started getting chopped down from 41 million people to 30,000. I got a call. It was like, is this Creepa? I'm like, yeah, we just let you know you done made it to the top 30,000. So I'm like, oh, you know, that's still a big accomplishment. But, you know, I'm like, all right. And she like, yeah, we'll give you a call back. Keep your fingers crossed. So I'm like, well, all right, you know, that's cool. I didn't think I was gonna get a call back, you know. So after a month passed by, I get another call. Is this Creepa? I'm like, yeah, this Creepa's up. We just let you know you made it to the top 3,000. So I'm like, whoa, that's still big. You know what I'm saying? From everybody all around the world. So I was like, geez, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, all right, you know, I ain't thinking now I'm gonna get another call back. So like, keep your fingers crossed. After that, probably about another month and a half came by. Every time she called, it was more excited. So she said, is that Creepa? She said, this Creepa? I said, yes, it's me. What's going on? We just let you know, you made it to the top 300. Keep your fingers crossed. So I'm like, whoa, that's even that. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get no more calls back from that. You know what I'm saying? So that was even big accomplishments from there. And then probably by like two months or something there, and she called and she was like, is this Creepa? I said, yeah, this me. And she was super excited. She said, we just let you know, you made it to the top 30, and you're going to California. And I was like, whoa, like, you know, I never in a million years thought I'd be.
Yeah.
Anything like that.
You spoke it into existence, man.
Yeah, man. So at that point, that's when it set in. Like, oh man, I'm finna be on TV. It's like, wow. So now, like, I was like, oh man. And then you know, you got everybody from the neighborhood. Everybody was coming around and they sitting on the porch. They smoking their blunts and stuff. And I look over and they crying. I'm like, I say, hey man, what you crying for? It was like, man, you ain't coming back. I'm like, what you mean? I'm not.
It was like, nigga, you made it.
Yeah, like, man, like, back, like, and I said, why you say that? They say, man, because the world gonna see what we been known and seeing in you forever. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm like, man, I'm coming back. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come back. So after that, that's when it kind of starts sitting in. Like, dang, man, my life changed, and now I have to go. I gotta go on a plane before, which I was terrified to get on planes. So my first time even getting on a plane, I had to fly 7.5 hours in the air, and I'm praying the whole way, like, please don't let the plane, please don't let the plane crash. You know. And,
that trip to Cali ain't no joke.
Say that again.
I said that trip to Cali ain't no joke, boy.
Yeah, 7.5 hours straight, and my first time. And they put me on the side with the window with the wing, and I'm looking over, and I'm like, oh, let me close the window. Sure. I'm seeing the wing going like this. I'm thinking the wing gonna break or something. So and I'm like, I'm praying the whole way, like, Lord, please let me land. Please let me land. If I land, I'm gonna win this show, you know. And sure enough, when we got to the thing, and we got to California at the LAX. And I'm like, it's on. I'm finna win. It's mine now. I done made it. You know, I done made it here. I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm gonna win this show. I ain't come all the way out here for nothing.
So you got in the house with the other people, the other guys. And let me ask you this first. Did you feel like you needed a transformation, or was this just an opportunity for you to go and get more exposure?
Nah, because it wasn't really exposure for me. I mean, I like I say, you know, I come from a real hood. I'm from kind of from the streets for real. You know, I don't like saying that because I don't want to influence people or having people with that mentality that, oh, I'm from the hood, I'm from the street. Because if you from the streets and from the hood for real, you're not gonna glorify it and want to, you know what I'm saying, magnify that or have other people you know, thinking that like something to be proud of, you know, because if you from the hood or from the streets, for real, you don't want to be in the streets in the hood for real. So
yeah, you definitely want to be able to get out.
Yes, ma'am.
Sam, you was gonna say something?
I was gonna say, list some various ways that this show had changed your life.
All right. Well, like back on what she also was saying. Yeah, got on the show. You know, I always, like in my family, I felt like I was the black sheep or the person that, oh, you're not gonna be nothing. You're gonna be a bum. You living on the streets. You're gonna be dead. You're gonna sound like your father. People always gave criticism, but it wasn't really, I ain't gonna say criticism, but they always talk bad or negative, you know what I'm saying? So I always tried my best. I didn't have a father. My father was killed. He was murdered when I was a baby. So, I never had a big brother. So, I felt like I did need some help in transitioning and bettering myself. So, the show did help me, because even how I speak now, even though I probably got it, because I had to go through speaking engagements, sometimes you're like, oh, know what I'm saying? That's not how you're supposed to talk, especially when you're dealing with business people, people that, executives and people that's up there in high places. You don't want to seem ignorant. And the more you're down south, they said we talk with a lazy tone. And so the further you go up north, they speak proper, but it ain't really proper. You're speaking with the tip of your tongue. So, instead of having your tongue flat, you make it more pointier and pronunciate the words. So it's just talking lazy.
A whole speaking training.
Yeah, I had to go through that as well. Yes, ma'am.
Wow. So it's literally from G's to Gents, man.
Right. So in the show, every competition, they had sportsmanship. We'll go to with some people from London and playing cricket. Baseball growing up, anybody, if you're from the hood, you do anything with a ball, you know how to do it. You know what I mean? So like my grandfather, Mr. Prather, he taught me how to catch a ball. I remember in front of this yard right here where I'm at, because I'm at my grandma's house. He taught me how to catch a ball. You know what I mean? So we were playing cricket. This is one of the games we were playing, and it's like a paddle. You hit the ball, you run and stuff like that. And that was my first time playing cricket. You know what I mean? But it wasn't the everything they teach you and the tools and essentials they give you. It was like, okay, this every day they set up our itinerary in the show. Like each episode, it was based on a competition or a life skill or a tool that they wanted to, I guess, to turn you into the ultimate gentleman. So we might have a competition about sportsmanship. So like we playing cricket and stuff like that, and drinking tea and eating croquettes. I'm like, oh, this is nasty. But it's that. But at the end of the night, they give you the tools. But then after that, they put you in a situation that you gonna need those tools that they gave you, and then see how good you learned the lesson from earlier that day. So we might have been playing cricket in the daytime with some people from London, chip, cheerio type people. But then at nighttime, now you in the hood, in the Compton, playing basketball with people that do not care about being a gentleman. You're in it's like a real serious situation that they want to see how you handle yourself. So say, for example, we could be playing basketball and we didn't just have a referee, we had an etiquette coach that was on there. And he'll ring the bell, ding, 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 ding. Like, and somebody, you could be, like, say, for example, I'll be going to make a layup and somebody chop block, I'm talking about lately slapped me so hard, I hit my hand so hard that that's a foul. Or anyway, if you're playing basketball or watching it, you'll be like, yeah, that's the dude fouled you.
He was out there hooping with Suge Knight and Keith G.
Say it again, baby.
He was out there hooping with Suge Knight.
Yeah, you was like, with some real street people, some real gangsters. And so they say, but this is the tools what I'm trying to show. So they're like, if the person hit me, and you were thinking that they'll be giving us points or like something that'll be for me, like oh yeah, he hit you, or you get to go through do a free throw, and they be like, nah, that slap was so hard, I think that guy deserved an apology. So now this dude hit you, but you got to go to him, shake, hey man, hey, I apologize for that, but he hit you. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't
a lot of
really
this about following your pride. You had to be able to put your pride to the side and be the bigger man.
Right.
Because it was all about growth. I respect that.
Right. So that's the sportsmanship. So it's not really if you right or wrong. It's still a good sportsmanship. You know what I'm saying? What you said about pride, that's in the Bible. A man pride in his ego will be his downfall. So yeah, if we want to be better men, brothers, and fathers, and et cetera, you got to swallow your pride sometime, and that'd be the biggest issue and problem for men nowadays. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Sometimes you got to pride.
Absolutely.
You.
Man, I really love that. It sounds like, you had a game plan, and I think your foundation of how you were brought up really helped you in this competition. What was your actual, did you have a real game plan? Like, what was your game plan for yourself to make sure you won the show?
Well, it wasn't really a game plan, because I felt to myself, I'm like, I'm going to win this show anyway. You're not going to find a bigger G than me or a bigger street person, because at the time when I was just facing 26 years in prison for, I think they for armed robbery, just trying to farm in public and attempt to murder. I was in my 20s young. You know what I'm saying? Everything got dismissed. So that's the street part. But I was also raised by a single mother, you know what I mean? And like my grandparents and my family, some of them, that's they in the school board and stuff like that. So I had the best of both worlds. I feel you weren't gonna meet a bigger G than me or a bigger gentleman, because I'm very nice, I'm very polite, and sweet to the women in my family, you know what I mean? And they always, taught me the right thing, you know what I mean? So I was a G and a gentleman before I got on the show. So, it was, but at the same time, never been nowhere and didn't know about none of the stuff. So, it was also growing, and I just appreciate being able to leave and get out the box to,
right.
Grow. You know what I mean?
Right. You basically already had the principles of surviving. And
yes.
Basically.
Love it.
Yes.
So now we're on the show, we win the show. What was your experience like in the moment when you actually did what you set out to do?
Well, I can't even lie. It was getting so serious, and then because it's like a lot of the stuff that people see on TV, it's chopped up in, you know what I mean? You don't get to see everything that's being recorded. You know what I mean? That I could say, for example, you would say, I love Jesus, I hate the devil. They could chop it up and make it say, I love the devil, I hate Jesus. You know what I mean? So they didn't show me reading the Bible to some of the guys on the show. They didn't show me shaking hands, like, playing chess and, all the really good stuff, because when it comes into the TV world, like even right now, they finna have me on this show called Love at the Lockup, and another show called Love and Hip Hop in Miami. If you look at you Google Love and Hip Hop, my face will be the first person on there, because before I got arrested, that's the show I was supposed to be on the first season. You know what I mean? So I had the people come down, because I'm like really the only person down in Miami that was doing TV or made it big, or I came from a different realm, and a lot of people didn't even know I did music at that time. So
like that reality TV, you had that reality TV background versus a lot of people who were just coming on for music. So you were already a lot of what they were looking for, because you were naturally an entertainer. So the music was like a plus.
Right, yes, ma'am. And I was the only person they even played my music on the show while I'm on the show. You know what I mean? So that was so cool. You know what I mean? And if you know me, man, I'm a real person. I'm so genuine and loving. I give the shirt off my back. You know what I mean? And like I said, I never had a big brother or a father, so I always been, one of them guys that I like to. Everybody know me. I'm like the big brother in the neighborhood, even though if you might be older than me, but because of the love, the genuine love that I show to people, everybody love me. You know what I mean? And I'm not saint. Don't get it twisted. Everybody know if you do wrong, I handle my business. But that's not nothing. You know what I mean? It's right now we just got to be more on building and helping and creating more. You know what I'm saying? So I got the best.
So growing up, what were some of your influences? Or who were some of your influences?
Well, in the music industry, I was a No Limit soldier at one point in time. No Limit soldier. I thought I told you. You know, that's everybody starts. I was. Oh, and that was even crazy and cool about it because, you know, I got to actually meet Master P on the show. And he was the reason why he told me, like, man, Creepa, he said, man, you remember, remind me of me when I was your age. He like, man, skip the street stuff, skip that. He said, you know what I'm saying? Get that money, get that Nickelodeon money. He like, man, you don't have nothing to prove to nobody, and he's right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I pulled the goals out my mouth. You know, I cut my hair to show the transition. But at the time, while I'm on the show, I wanted to show the world that Black people are intelligent as well. No matter if they have goals or dreads, you know what I'm saying, in their hair. Don't judge a book by its cover. But and, you know, I also went to a technical art school where I went to two schools at the same time. I graduated at the top of my class. I graduated early. In fact, I graduated at the age of 17. But, you know, I wanted to show that, you know, we are intelligent as well. But
yes, sir.
And it's the crazy thing about it. You know, I'm thinking that they can show me speaking intelligent, having these debates, and, you know, instead of speaking with the big vocabulary. So we used to have vocabulary tests all the time. And I give you one challenge. We in an art gallery, and we having a debate. That's one of our challenges. We having a be talking articulate, and you know, debating against each other. Like they put something up on a canvas, and then now me and the person that's next to me, the challenge, we have to have an intelligent conversation in the debate. And I killed the competition in that challenge. And I probably said a speech, a wonderful speech for like 10, 15 minutes, like big vocabulary. Like I know I did my thing. And at the end, I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know what they chop up? They chop up all that, cut all that out, and get the only thing. You know what I'm saying? you know, but because it's the TV world, they basically they show the scandal, the dirt. That's what people run to the TV to see. They don't want to show you holding hands, singing Kumbaya and stuff like that. They want to show you walking down with a Corona bottle in your hand like you finna go smack somebody, slap them across their head. Oh, tune in the next time on MTV, you know what I mean? Because that's what people they like. They like drama and scandal, dirt. You know, that's what interests people, and it's still to this day.
So you were able to see a lot of behind the scenes when it comes to the directors, and a lot of this stuff is like they planting certain seeds in the universe. They want to plant certain seeds.
Correct. And also too, they not only that, they are also will make kind of a situation for you. It's real because reality TV is real, but they set the up like basically in so many words. Say for example, it was a confrontation between I'm just giving an example. Me and a name Buddy. You know what I mean? So me and Buddy might have had like some words or something that they showed it, but what they'll do, they'll come to Buddy on the side, but like, hey, whisper in the ear, hey, go talk to such and such, go what was that incident about? Ask them about da. So because you get what I'm saying, but it's still it's still real, but at the same time, they seem for confrontation to go on. You know what I mean?
They fuel it and play on the emotions of the people, because we all know we all have a background and everybody have their buttons. And once they realize what your buttons are, it's easy for them to push them, and they place you in situations to bring you out of your character. So that's what people who are found and who they are, they don't last long on those shows.
Right.
Because they're not gonna give them the reactions or the spark they need to keep the show going. It's not good TV.
Correct. And also sometimes it'll be a dude that you know he lost his competition and he's not supposed to be on there. He's supposed to be and got eliminated, but they'll keep him on the show and rig kind of way so he stay on there, so it could still be more confrontation and chaos because that was bringing the ratings. You get what I'm saying?
All to create more controversy to keep the show going. But I mean, in reality, to keep it real, they got to make their money. And so when you sign up for a reality TV show, you got to understand it's coming with drama, but you got to be also smart enough to know to get your money and get off the show. So you do what you need to make your money and you keep it moving.
Right. Yes, ma'am.
Man, it's sort of toxic, but
yeah, it is. And it was hard. I tell you, it got time. I got tears like, man, I can't take this no more. Like, ready, you know what I mean? But I came out here to win, and I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to win this show. Can't go back home. I went through all of this stuff and flew all the way out here. And in fact, before I left, the lights were off, the water was off. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and I have like almost 8 people in the house to feed. You know, kids and grown-ups. And you know, I couldn't come back a loser, man. I had to win. I gotta win. I gotta do this for me and my people. You know, especially, you know, hearing all your life, you ain't gonna be nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah, I had a lot to prove in a way, you know, to the not just myself, to the world, and to everybody that doubted me as I was coming up.
You was hungry.
Definitely. Gotta ask you this question. So what was the turning point for you? Because we're talking about G's to Gents, which was how long ago? Quite a while ago, right? What was the turning point? What happened? Where have you been since that show?
Say that one more time.
I said, what happened? So we're talking about G's to Gents, which aired a while ago. What happened in your journey? Where have you been?
All right. Well, I done been everywhere. You know, I was doing the BT Wrap It Up tour, talking about kids, about HIV awareness, safe sex. I was traveling all over the United States talking to the kids because I get the most fulfilling is looking at children smiling and, you know, happy. And when you giving them the knowledge and the tools and the life skills and seeing, you know, that they really get it, it meant a lot to me. But, you know, and I guess also when you do that and you in city halls and trying to make a difference, you get a target on your back, if that makes sense to you. I had got the key to the city in Miami Gardens, awards and plaques in the city hall, and they commended me for the stuff that I have done out there in the community. I get the barbecue grill, and I go out there and feed the neighborhoods for free. You know what I mean? So. You know, that kind of put a target on my back in a way. You know what I mean? It was a gift and a curse because you know, some people don't want you to help people or wake them up or, you know, and I know the tools and the stuff that I learned, you know, I felt that this should be spreaded everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Hold up. Need me to leave? Grandma, I would take off and go. If you ready for me to go. I don't know. All right, hold on one second.
Okay.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I see too.
And I'm also a family man. I love my family so much. And right now I'm at my grandma's house. So you know, I had to my baby, so I had to came see her. I think she's about to go to sleep or lay down. So I'm still be on the Zoom. But can I be able to talk to y'all when I jump in my car and be talking? That's still straight, right?
You should be okay as long as it don't cut out. I mean, it just depends on the service. But we'll this is what we do. Let's wrap up this interview in this part. Maybe we'll bring it back and do a part 2 for you. Is that all right?
I mean, we can still talk. Like I said, my life is an open book. I don't have no problem. We could keep talking. And like I said,
I'm okay with that. We can definitely try it. I just don't want it to cut out on you because we are live. So we want to make sure that, you know, we don't want to cut your interview short and the people don't get to hear your story. Because I definitely want to get into your story, your trials, your tribulations, things you've been through that people, you know, may not know about. We want to make sure that people are able to hear about your story from you.
Yes, ma'am. So I'm finna jump in my car right now. So my grandmother could give her rest.
And that's all right with me. But this is why I love being able to be on Zoom for simple stuff like that. We can easily, you know, move the interview wherever we need to move the interview, be flexible as we need to our guests. That's what I love about being able to be on this platform. And if you're just coming in, man, we're interviewing Creepa. He is the winner of From G's to Gent, the MTV's hit show. He was a $100,000 winner. I'm talking about a phenomenal entertainer, artist, just an all-around stand-up guy. So truly enjoying the interview. Y'all make sure y'all keep it locked. We'll take a few minutes, a minute or two, let him get to where he needs to go. So
y'all, not everything straight. Y'all can, like I say, you know.
Oh, keep rolling.
Yeah, you keep it rolling.
All right, so look, let's get into your personal life for a little bit. So we were talking about your business life. I want to get into your business. So what's the difference in the love life? Because I don't know how many ladies you getting with the name Creepa.
You say how many people I get in with the love? How many women? What?
How many women you getting with the name Creepa right now?
He's tongue-tied with that
question. Are you living up to your name, or are you really being a gentleman?
Trying to get him caught up.
Yeah, you see that's what she's trying to do. Caught up. They say all type of stuff. Are you creeping for love, or who you just keep doing that? But I mean, people know me. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a ladies' man. I love women. I like, you know, I was raised by a single mother. So anything dealing with a woman, can y'all see me a little bit? I don't know if see like I can't.
No. There we go. You back.
But y'all can hear me, and I'm finna stop somewhere where y'all got light, but y'all can see me. As long as y'all can hear me, I'm finna stop somewhere. Okay.
Look,
but I can't ride.
We need you to be safe. We need you to keep it intact.
I got you. But you know, I ain't gonna be able to ride with the light on, so I don't get pulled over, and then y'all gonna have to do an interview with me inside the county jail. So
yeah, we don't want to do that. We're trying to keep you out of jail, no more jail.
I don't need that.
Right.
All right, so just
you know they're airing the show in Orlando, right?
Oh, y'all in Orlando?
No, they're airing the show in Orlando, Love and Hip Hop Orlando. Oh, I'm sorry. Basketball Wives Orlando, not Love Basketball Wives Orlando.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool, man. It's everywhere. So like and on the women tip, the type of person I am, I love to spoil a woman, man. I can just do that just to do it because I feel like y'all God creation, like, you know, every woman I feel is a queen, and feel like every woman deserves flowers and to be pampered and treated like that. Sometimes it might get me in trouble because sometimes the women they don't deserve to be treated like that, and they not used to it. So sometimes if you treat a woman like they not used to being treated, or giving them flowers, or, you know, they'll look at you kind of sideways like you a chump or you a sucker, but you know, when that's not the case, you know, I just you know, I feel like every woman deserves to be pampered, compliments, and, you know, chivalry, you know, opening doors for them,
Raine,
you know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna try to pull over somewhere real quick. My grandma, she had just got out of the hospital, so I had to go see her. But at the same time, when I say I'm gonna do something, because I am a man, you know, I made a commitment, and I also, like, anytime y'all want to interview, as long as I'm not at work, we gonna be live. I also want to come out there, do some shit like hosting or performing the shows, and you know what I mean. We're gonna eat together. I eat off the same plate, the same fork with my people. You hear me? And y'all my family now as well.
I love that. Definitely a part of the family, man. I'm definitely gonna keep up with you. I love what you're doing. I'm proud of you. I just want to say, you know, oftentimes people project their fears on you. I'm happy you wasn't a man who allowed that to stop you, and you went for everything you want, and you're still going, you're still chasing your dreams, even with your obstacles that came about. And I want to talk a little bit about it because it's a part of your story. So you did some time locked up. Tell me a little bit about what happened with that story.
All right, well, okay, and I'm glad you asked about that, because it's a lot of stuff that's being put in the media. Some stuff that's like, and that's just like also it's just like the TV stuff. You know what I mean? When they post stuff or put stuff out there, they gonna put out the dirt, the scandal. Like, sometimes the stuff don't even have to be necessarily true, but they want people to look at it and click it. It's just, if you look at the newspaper back in the days, it's the same thing. Nothing changed, because they want people to pick it up and look at it. You get what I'm saying? So they gotta show some crazy stuff, and like what happened was the first time I had got locked up, I had they said I son allegedly they said I was printing money or did something with some money, having girls going to like stores and buy merchandise, and then we go to another store and then I make them take the money, take the purchase the merchandise back and get real money for it. So we turning the counterfeit money into real money. You know what I mean? But that right there, I had paid $10,000 a fine. I never went to court for it. It got dismissed and thrown out. But for some odd reason, like Jess was saying, that I guess they was putting the media like that's why I was in prison for over 10 years, when that is not true. It was my first felony conviction, first time on probation that they violated me on a charge that I never was on probation for, or never was. You get what I'm saying? Because it was so illegal. And that's why I say that show was a gift and a curse. If anybody that's have been inside of inside the penal system or the Department of Corrections, you will realize that it's all a business. It's all about politics and money. You know what I mean? And that's what I would like to also share a little jewels and stuff, what I learned about that. But and I'm not gonna lie, because my life is an open book. So I'm gonna always tell the truth and want people to learn from my story, you know, because I have a testimony. You know, a lot of people told me I have been ordained to be a preacher. And, you know, it's just like Jonah, you know what I mean? If you got a story to deliver, you better deliver it, because if you don't and don't do the job that you supposed to be doing, you're gonna get in some more trouble. It's gonna be worse if you don't. The longer you take the hand of your business and do what the Lord wants you to do for him, you still gonna have to do it anyway. So you might as well just you might as well buckle down and take care of it and do it. So and this was kind of probably my fault, you know. I had met a young lady. I was at so I don't get off track when I'm telling y'all story. Remind me about the 13th Amendment, and I'm gonna break that down for y'all. But I'm gonna tell you the story now, what happened, so y'all know what's going on. This is the first time I'm giving this exclusive interview and the real story of what happened. Okay, so it was I was out in Tampa, Clearwater, Tampa, with JT Money. That's one of my big brothers, and also a mentor of me. And we was out there with me, JT Money, Pleasure P, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg. You know, he was calling himself Snoop Lion at the time. Machine Gun Kelly, and he called himself MGK. Because see, even that, everything that we do, you might have a name, but you see, eventually you have to transform and transition, and you have certain names. You know what I mean? Like, oh, Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, that might stop. That might, you know what I mean? Cancel some of you might not get that much work just because you call yourself Machine Gun Kelly. Oh, hell no, he let him come in, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I got the Machine Gun Kelly, 2 Chainz. Me and 2 Chainz did a track together. I did a song with Ray J, Monica, Frank Lennon, Piccolo, JT Money, and a whole lot of people. I did a lot of music with a lot of local people as well. So I was out there with all these entertainers, and you know, I'm fresh off the show. So you know, these is, you know, them groupie girls. I'm like, even right now, I still don't have no kids. I'm not married. You know, I'm a single man, like a bachelor. So I met a young lady. And she was like a big friend of mine. She was pretty and stuff like that, but not knowing that's what pretty gets you in trouble. You know what I mean? So she met me, and you know, she was like begging me to oh, can I please ride down with you to Miami? And I'm like, yeah, it's no problem. You can ride with me, but I'm like, yeah, I'm not coming back up this way to Tampa. And so, oh, that's fine. I could get on. All right, cool. You know, like, I know people down there, so I let her I let her ride with me, but you know, then she was telling me, like I say, I am kind of from the streets too as well, but at the same time, you know, that's where we had to separate ourselves from it because all money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes less is more. So I had met when I met the young lady, and she supposed to had she was telling me about some dude. She was like, "Oh yeah, the dude, he got 30 of them, you know, the things, 30 of them, and each one of them going for 37,000 each." If y'all know what I'm talking about, you know, I ain't. So he was understood. They got to
I understand where you're going.
All right, so and she, you know, she said, "Oh, you good?" He keep like at least five to 10 of them at all times. So, you know, and then that stuff happened with me on TMZ. It happened with me on TMZ. So I felt that I had to make a big comeback in a way. I had to do some damage control. So, you know, and how the world is, when I like I say the world, but the entertainment world and the media, it's kind of, they love you today when you win, and everybody loves you when you win. When you win and you up, everybody love you. Everybody love you. You know what I mean? You lose one time or make one mistake, you know, they cross you out. You know what I mean? Everybody forget about it. So I had a lot of pressure on me. I had a lot of pressure. I'm finna get somewhere where y'all can see me in the light. That's what I'm doing. So we keep y'all can hear me good still, right?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, perfect. See, God is good. You know, the devil don't have no control and no power of what we got. What are we creating? We playing on the right team. So, you know, he ain't gonna be able to stop what we got going on and what we finna do, because a lot of people need to learn this. And don't forget to remind me about the 13th Amendment. All right, so because that's the law that I wanted to share with people. So anyway, I felt like I had a lot of pressure on me to make a big comeback. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, and I shouldn't have did it all, shouldn't have been involved, but I had can y'all can see me a little bit better now?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit better, yeah.
Y'all can see me? Y'all can see me, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How the lighting is? The lighting is good?
Yeah, that's better.
All right, I'm gonna sit like right here. So I'm setting up so y'all can see me. So y'all can see me. Y'all can. What's up? All right. All right. So y'all can hear me for the interview, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we good? Y'all can see me good? All right.
We see you.
Okay. So, you know, I felt like it was a lot of pressure on me for me to make a big comeback. You know what I'm saying? So she was supposed to be introducing me to this dude. And, you know, I was finna show him I had my own money. You know, I ain't need nothing on consignment or whatever like that. And, you know, like I said, my life is an open book. You know what I mean? I don't do no line or no plan. And it come to find out the young lady was lying to me the whole time. She was trying to set me up to get robbed, you know. But being that I come from Miami, you know what I mean, where I'm from the home of the robbers and the jack boys and the dumb stuff and all that, which I'm not proud of. That didn't go down like that. So I didn't get robbed, but I got charged with armed kidnapping, aggravated battery. Like they made up some movie stuff saying I'm chasing cars down and beating people, pistol whipping them, dragging them out the car. I'm like, whoa, what the heck? But you know, us not knowing the law or what's going on, you won't even know what they be doing and how they'll because they basically got to try to paint you like a monster for the courts. You get what I'm saying? And they don't even
so they can get their conviction and get it an easier way. Because if you look at a bad man and a criminal, even in the news, then when you get to court, the chances are if you take it to trial, people saw that in the news, so they already have a preconceived notion of what they think you are. So they already got their mind made up about who you are. So now you got to go to trial and face these people when that might not even be the story, but who really goes deep into anybody's story unless people who are really engaged in it.
Correct. So basically, you know, I was basically trying to make a comeback. You know what I mean? Because I had a nice household name, and I was trying to do the right thing. So anyway, they legally locked me up without no charge, without no victim, without, you know, no sworn statements, no affidavits. Months later, nobody came to trial, nobody came to court. And you know, at the time I had a movie role. It was a movie called Blame It on the Hustle with my big brother, rest in peace, Earl Simmons. You know, DMX, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Raine. We had Steven Seagal, and a white lady, some big name people that I didn't know, you know, because like I said, I had cable and stuff at the time. So I was like, even though I know I ain't did anything wrong and nothing, there was no evidence or anything and nobody came to court. It was they locked me up with a PPL, so I can't bond out. You know, everything is about politics and money. So they basically were just trying to get my money, the money that I won, because I had won $100,000. So I feel like it was a deploy. I feel like it was a deploy for them to get my money.
It was a money grab.
Yeah, it's a money game. So that's what politics is all about. I'm doing interviews.
So this happened.
Y'all can see me good? Y'all see me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how the boy. Ooh, yeah, ooh. Yeah, I just pulled up on my little cuz. I love him. He been keeping it real with me. So, you know what I mean? I had to come check him out. We got 4 houses on this one street. My grandfather taught us how to work and how to build a house from the ground up. So you know, so basically, I was sitting in for all the months, probably about like 7 months or something like that. I'm like, oh my God, this probably the longest I ever been locked up, and I couldn't do it no more. So they were like, hey, you want to take probation? I'm like, yeah, let me get out of here. They ain't ready to go. I saw that was the worst thing I did. I took probation, but it was not for because they never had a firearm and had nothing to convict me on. But they're like, hey man, we'll put you on 1 year probation. So I'm like, man, older now. Let me hurry up and get out so I can get this this money for this movie that they had with you know, they're finna pay me $50,000, and this was my first movie role, so I like, this is gonna be a good opportunity to put in my bio and my portfolio. You know, and at the same time, I needed some more money. Now I need to bounce back to you know, to do this damage control or what done happened. You know what I mean? So I took probation. That was the worst mistake of my life, but it wasn't for what they violated me on. So make a long story short, they illegally sentenced me, and then without knowledge, because that's why I'll say I wanted y'all to remind me about the 13th Amendment, and I'll get into that right now. If you don't know the law, and which a lot of us don't know the law and don't know what's be going on, the judge will be talking to you, and you looking at the judge, you looking at the state attorney, you looking at your lawyer, you looking at, you don't know what the heck they're saying. It's like speaking a language that you don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, and this basically what happened. They amended some stuff. They violated me on probation for a charge I never was on probation for. I think it was aggravated battery. And then they basically manually revoke and make it seem like I violated my probation on a charge I never was on probation for, and never caught a new charge, and gave me 10 years on that charge. But this is and showing everything in black and white. They blocked me and tried to, and I'm gonna pay over $80,000 because, like I say, it's a money game. It ain't about if you innocent or guilty. You know what I mean? while you got child molesters walking around, you got men killing unarmed babies walking around and don't see the inside of a jail cell because they pay. You got to pay the judge, you got to pay the lawyer, you got to pay the state. Can I send y'all a picture right now of the letter of the judge requesting to visit me in prison, so y'all can put this up there too?
The judge wanted to send you a letter to visit you? A judge sent you a letter to visit you?
Yeah, I want y'all so y'all can see it and talk about it and read it while we on here. So you be like, whoa, that'll raise your eyebrows. She's a female. It seems like she's flirting with me in the letter. I don't know. Can I send that to you while it's still on or not?
Wow.
All right. Yeah, I really think y'all need to see.
I don't know if you can or not, because I don't want you to get disconnected. Okay, but man, right. You might have to come on for part 2. Like,
all
right,
what? All right. But yeah, we'll talk about that.
Talk about unethical.
Brother.
Right. And that's gonna raise your eyebrows. So
yeah.
So we always remind me that. So but Brady,
yeah, you could send it to me and I'll make sure to get it to Raine, because wow, what?
Okay, all right. So
you can't do that.
Yeah, so that automatically
was she the judge on your case? Was she the judge on your case?
Yes, ma'am. She's the judge that illegally sentenced me to 10 years. So then she started requesting, but I also got her off the bench. I got her fired. Due to people don't know, the Florida bar is over all the lawyers, but the judges are immune from certain type of stuff. That's why they act like they're God and you can't. So basically, what happened was, all right, the 13th. What I was trying to say about the 13th Amendment. This is what everybody needs. This is why they say, oh yeah, you get the charge. Or it's like a charge. They charge you with something, whether you innocent or guilty. Now you are in a debt, and you pay the debt by your time and your life. You know what I'm saying? Money you pay. So it's like you being held. Now you become a slave. And the reason why I say that, the slavery was supposed to have been abolished in 1865. You know what I'm saying? But in 1868 is when the Department of Correction was established. Now, they had to come up with a way to keep the slavery going and keep slavery, but because it's unethical. So they had to find a reason to justify keeping everybody as slaves, because it ain't no justice. It's just us. And if you look in the cells, it ain't none but us, and that's a shame. But what happened is, if you look up the 13th Amendment, the 13th Amendment says if you are convicted of a felony, you subjected to slavery. But they changed the word from slavery to servitude for people that's not that educated or don't have big vocabularies or don't know what they're looking at. Because if you a young brother without no felony on your record, and then you look and say, ooh, if I become a felon, I'm gonna be a slave? Oh, yeah, no, you're gonna try your damnedest not to get in no trouble. But they changed the word from slavery to servitude. So with that being said, that's why they so quick to give everybody charges, the charge that had and a felony to have you working for free. You know what I'm saying? That's big business. That's the politics.
I had to hurry up and get back over here, man. I'm so sorry. I had to step away for a minute. But I'm so passionate about what you're talking about, because the first thing I want to hit our young Black men with is a felony. And they take away all your rights when they hit you with that felony. And that's a lot of people fail to realize. So those gun charges, even weed charges, they try to give you a felony for everything. It could be your first offense. If they can stick it, you're going to get it.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the reason why is because free labor. You got to be paying, and you're going to be paying your lawyer. You're going to pay the judge. You're going to pay the state attorney. They basically hold you for hostage and taking any and everything from you. I paid over paid lawyers. Each one of them got more than $10,000. What are y'all doing with this money? A probation violation charge. I never was on probation for when y'all have other people coming in and out. Then violated probation over 4 times. If I was a regular, I'd have been out a long time ago. But because the person I am and the caliber of person I am, they didn't want to let me go. I'm like a cash cow.
They wanted to make a statement with you. So
Yeah,
it was good headlines, it was good publicity. And that's why all of the big labels and the big media sources, they was writing about it, they was posting about it and stuff like that.
they were.
Because they were making money off of it because you were a headline. And that's what you realize, you got to be able to separate yourself from the streets. And you know, think about it. And I know everybody makes mistakes and it's hard, especially when that's the life you grew up knowing. It doesn't matter how much you went through, you're still going to sometimes revert back to where you come from because it takes a lot to transform.
Right.
Yeah, so they gave you 10 years for a violation of probation.
Yeah,
right. Yep. For
10
they
years
found a gun.
for
I think they said they found a
violating
gun in your house.
probation?
They said they found a gun in his house. Were you a felon prior to that?
And that's my first time on probation.
I thought that's what you said.
I never was. I never had a felony. And the firearm that they tried to convict me or try to put, which they couldn't, it belonged to my mother. It's registered to her probably 10 years before I was even on probation, and that's in her house. She has the deed to the house and everything. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, they really screwed me. They screwed me over big time. You know what I mean?
They thought they did. They thought they did, but your story is what's gonna make you.
Because
use it to your advantage. And this is exactly what you should be doing. And I'm happy you came on and shared that with us. I definitely want to talk about the lesson that you said you had. And if you send it to us, we'll definitely post it with the article that we're gonna do and post it on social media. And so we can start talking about that and bring you back and talk about that.
Matter of fact, I just tested just to see if it'll work, and I still got y'all still on here, and I can see y'all. Yeah, nope. I could go through the thing right here and send it to y'all, cause it ain't closed. So that show you how good God is. I'm finna let y'all read the thing, and I want you to read it. I want you to read it for the people on here. All right, but that's what they do to us.
Just go ahead and grab that and put it in the comments of his flyer on Facebook, and then what we'll do is we'll pull it up so everybody can see it.
Okay.
Let me see. Where is it at? Where is it? I'm going through all the pictures. Yeah, because you got to make content. I'm like, what is content? I be trying to film and take pictures of everything I can. Let me see.
Oh yeah, he's active on his social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everything. Y'all got to check him out. So, while you're doing that, make sure you let everybody know how to keep up with you and everything. What's your YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram? So everybody knows.
Well, the YouTube channel, I want everybody to go to subscribe on. I'm telling jokes. I prank call.
Yes, he has one about his grandma. He prank called his grandma.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. I found it. And that's the grandma I was just on the phone with. I was just at. That lady is a trip.
Yes, she is.
Hold up. Yeah, you so y'all know, y'all be like, hold on, okay, here we go. All right. Yep. So the YouTube channel is MTV Creepa, Creepa. My Facebook is Creepa, Creepa, MTV, and that's the same thing for the Instagram. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. All right, I got it. Sending it to you right now, Jay, so you can send it. And also, Jay gonna be the manager, role manager, agent, whatever she feel comfortable with being with, because she's a gift from above, man. That's an angel.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, she said, "Aw." Okay, okay, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put ad. Boom. Here you go.
Okay, just wait for it to come through.
It should come through right now. Ooh, you should got it. You got it?
Not yet.
I just sent it to you in the text. It's phone. Matter of fact, let me get my charger out the car. You get it? You got it now?
Not yet.
I sent it to you in the regular message.
Yeah, I got it now. I got it.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Yes,
I do.
You got it? Okay,
Yep,
so
got
now,
it.
and so what you got now, and while I'm on, I want you to
So she
read
gonna
it.
post it and we're
I want you to
gonna
read
present it
it.
so everybody can see it.
Yeah, she can post it, but while she post it, yeah,
No, we can talk about it, but I want to let her
I want
post
you
it.
to read.
We're gonna post it to the social media.
Post it and read. I want. Yeah, so post it. Like, I mean, yeah, do all that, but read it right now so they'll know what you're reading, and then and this is a female judge. So now you got it,
Okay.
and read it
So
for them,
what you're saying
so they can
is
see what
the
it
reason
is.
you got that time is because the judge that you had, there was an issue with the judge you had?
I mean, and this same judge had a warrant out for her arrest for smashing a teenager windshield with a metal pipe and slashing off 4 tires. And do you know this lady, while she's saying my name, she's saying my name, she not even calling me by my government, which is my real name is Thaddeus Martin. She's calling me Creepa. She's like, so like you were saying, you basically what they do is being like when you are an entertainer, some of these times that make them like they make them celebrities. You get what I'm saying? By using you. Yeah. By putting, you know what I'm saying? Right. That's the highlight of their life. But you causing me turmoil, you know, my family, my loved ones, you know what I mean? Taking me away from my mother, my sister, my brother, my grandmas, the people that need me to protect and provide for them. Absolutely. You got the letter on, Jess?
Yes, I got it. I'm trying to.
All right, can you read it for him?
Just
can you read the part? Can you read it from where it said?
I'm gonna upload it first and then read it.
All right, where it says, dear
so that everybody can see it.
And say, dear Mr. Martin, and just go in from there. And I want y'all honest opinion of what y'all feel that while we doing the interview, I want y'all honest opinion on what y'all feel or what y'all get from this letter. And this is a female. This is a female, white, blonde female, older. And y'all tell me what y'all get from the letter.
Okay. Who was your judge?
Her name is Victoria Brennan. And everybody, when I was looking at the petitions when I got released, they say that she's the most nastiest, evilest person that she done fired so many of her bailiffs and treated so many of her personnel like trash. I mean, I done met so many people up the road that they got 50 years, 100 years, life of that. She was so nasty. And once I tell them who my judge is, and I told them about that, and I showed them the letter, they were like, I'll spin that bitch face. I'm like, no, don't do that. But, you know, because you would be so upset and mad, you know what I mean? But once you learn the logistics and the politics of it all, can y'all still see me?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right, because it had like a screen thing up. All right, but I see y'all now. Okay, you know, so somebody gonna read the letter?
As soon as she uploaded, I was doing a little bit of background into your judge, man. And I see what you were talking about in 2016, where she was accused of windshield bashing.
Right. This lady had a warrant out for her arrest. And then she never went to court. She never went to court or anything for it. You know what I mean? She said she went to Hawaii. But anyway, once I found out that information and she was sitting on the panel at the time so she had legal issues of her own. You cannot be sitting on the bench or on the panel then and without disclosing that you having legal issues yourself, because guess what? You are not going to be neutral. You're going to be, you're going to be biased because you have some legal issues going on. You might try to try to bargain or do something with the state or anybody to try to clean your face or your case up, so it's a shame. So and the JQC is called the Judicial Qualification Commission. Those are the people that are over the judges. You understand? So if you want to get the judge in trouble or get on they butt, that's who you get. That's who you have to write to. That's who you have to get at, and that's the JQC. You know, the JQC. And once I informed them of her legal issues or what they did, she was fired immediately. And they said, thank you for letting us know this information. Yeah, but I still did that time anyway, no matter what. But it, you know, I guess I had to be in. Once y'all read the letter, once you read the letter, you realize now you want to team up with, huh?
Yeah, it's posted now, so
That's crazy.
Gonna bring it up.
That's crazy, man. Yeah. Crazy. I have found the article about the judge and her particular case that took place. So we'll go ahead and put that up real quick while we're getting.
Look, boy, y'all don't play. I love this.
So go, girl, I mean, I don't know what happened, but I will tell you that what he's saying is true. It's in the media. So it just to, you know, support what he's saying. It says in the media that she was accused of vandalizing a truck. So she was arrested back in 2016. So, I mean, honestly, I feel like, where do you go from here? Because it seems
that's when they sentenced me to 10 years at the same time. See what I'm saying?
Wow,
it's crazy.
And why you gotta
give you 10 years off probation.
You got a criminal
with no witnesses. So it was literally you against the state. Nobody even showed up to court for the
case. That's the crazy thing about it.
That's crazy.
That should have been thrown out. That shouldn't have even been anything, really.
And I, you know, we was trying to, so many attorneys, we put out petitions, and they like, man, that's so messed up what they did to Thad. This. Ooh, hold on, matter of fact, I can send you another picture when it's showing the petition.
They didn't even, I mean, man, because it says, I read another article where they talked about, you know, how you were really pleading that you were innocent. And it definitely looks like a lot more went into your case. It was like almost like your case was padded, like with a whole bunch of stuff that wasn't real to convict you so that they can get a notch on their belt, so some people would say. But and I'm sorry that happened to you. All I can do is tell you, man, it doesn't stop where you're going. It was a delay, but it doesn't end nothing. You still look like
a minor setback for a major comeback. And the stuff that I learned, you can't buy at CVS and Walmart. You know what I mean? So yep, you can't buy it at CVS and Walmart. Look and see.
We learned a lot from your story tonight. We learned a lot.
Yeah. So imagine people that's not educated. Imagine people that don't know the law or don't have a support system or family or anything. You know, it's hard. And look at me, I'm the winner. I'm the winner of this show. I mean of an MTV show. I had money. I have family. I had a support system. I'm educated. You know what I mean? I also I enlisted in the United States Navy to become a machinist mate for submarines and specialize in nuclear weapons. You know, so let me see if this a picture where, can I send this to you?
We're gonna do this. Jess, you got the letter where you're able to upload it?
Yes, it's I just created a new post for it and put it on Raine's Reality.
Okay, so I gotta I'm gonna go and find that post for you real quick. We're gonna go through the letter real quick. We'll wrap it up, and then we'll go from there, man. I really appreciate you coming on. Definitely look forward to doing more with you. You're very talented.
And you got a story.
So we're gonna go ahead and show the letter.
Oh, there you go. There go the letter. Now, can one of y'all read it? One of you women or men, somebody read it for the people that can't see it.
Let Jess go ahead, and you want to handle that, Jess?
Yes, I can read it for you.
All right,
thank you, baby. You could just read from Dear Mr. Martin, with like that part, and then get into.
Well, you can just let me know where you want me to stop. Okay.
No, I want you to read the whole thing. Read that letter.
Okay.
Read so the people can hear it. This is what they need to hear. You know, go ahead.
Okay. Dear Mr. Martin, you may recognize my name. I'm writing you today as a private citizen, but you may recall I was the judge in your case in Miami, the judge who found you in violation of your probation and sentenced you to prison. I would
And
like
now,
to visit.
but hold on. Now you a private citizen because I got her butt off the bench. Now go ahead. I don't play, sis.
I would like to visit you in prison, as I know you know from pleadings. From pleadings you have written since your sentencing. I am no longer a judge. Oh wow. What I also know is you have no correct idea about why it is so. Since the fact has never been made public, the reason has nothing to do with the implications in the media, nor anything to do with you or any case I handled. Also, it is very important that you understand as you contemplate my request to visit you that I have absolutely no authority to help you with your case in any way.
That's a lie.
I would
You
like
work
to,
for Jeb
I
Bush.
would like to
president.
visit you. Oh, wow. I would like to visit you in prison because I believe you and I have a lot to say and I have a lot to say to each other and about the criminal justice system, which many people would find very interesting. You may have a lot to say. You may have a lot to say to me personally, and I want to hear it. No matter the content, I have some things to say to you as well, one human being to another, which you might find it surprising.
Now you're a human being.
If you would like for me to visit you, please let me know. If you do not want me to visit you, please let me know that too, so I won't bother you again. If you are inclined for a visit from me, I would intend to go alone, just me initially, but potentially you and I may wish to allow our discussion to be heard by others. I think together we have important, albeit perhaps different, but both important perspectives on the criminal justice system. I hope to hear from you soon. Sincerely, Miss Raine.
So what do y'all get? What are y'all and I want the God honest truth for what's y'all opinion on that? What y'all get from that letter right there? What is it? What I no judge ever wrote no inmate or a prisoner or anything like that. So what do y'all get? What is y'all input from that?
I get that she feels like she knows she messed up, maybe, and she's trying to right a wrong, or she feels like now all of a sudden she's had like this change of heart, or she, has come to the light and realized the error of her ways, and now she wants to like try to hear what you got to say about the criminal justice system, and y'all might have some similar opinions or perspectives about it, and y'all could like do something together. But I mean, really what it sounds like is that she know what she did was wrong, and she's trying to make it right now all of a sudden by trying to come and visit you. So I mean, it could be just, her just feeling guilty for how she handled you, and I'm sure other cases that she may have handled previously.
Well, some people said like Sergeant. I had a sergeant I was talking to because I don't disrespect the women. I'm treated like I said, I'm a gentleman. So and at the same time, they be around me so long, and I be working for them, and I look like dang, all that hunk of man. How they been like, so I let Sarge, what's up? Look at this letter, man. What you think about this? I don't know. I want to let her visit you. She seems like she has something up her sleeve. She might be writing a book or something, or
Yeah, that's true too. Ulterior motive.
And other people were saying that because what she did, she feel that she's going to get sued, and she's trying to be friendly,
Right. Right.
Did you guys ever?
Go ahead, bro.
Did you guys ever actually got the chance to speak?
I invited her. I told her, I agreed to the meeting and stuff like that. But as soon as I did it, and then you got can you imagine a judge coming to visit you and the type of the way other people treat you, inmates or the
Yeah, they're
inmates
gonna feel
were
like you a
cool, but
snitch. They're gonna feel like you can't trust you.
Right.
no, not really me, because you can't even put that type of word with my name. But they like the judge, like the guards, they was treating me different. Like, oh my, who this guy think he is? Or knowing that you could go home. I know what type of this is, so they start trying to block me or start doing more stuff to me to try to keep me in longer, hurt me, and all, you know what I mean? Jumping on me and then put me on CM for battery on the police officer and almost killed me. Which is I can send us too. So I guess I can send you pictures.
You actually talked to me about that before. I remember.
Right.
We can't. I really wish we can get into that, but we got to wrap this interview up. I definitely don't mind doing a part 2, but I got to wrap this interview up. As you can hear, my background gets a little crazy. But I definitely want to add to the letter, because what I'm hearing was, I'm not even gonna be able to tell y'all because it's so loud.
You can say it. We keeping it real. This is for the people.
So what I'm really hearing is, maybe she was placed in a position to give you that time and they forced her hand.
Right, okay.
Like she was going
and that's why she probably wanted to come talk to you in person. And she could have potentially got removed from the bench for wanting to go against what they wanted her to do.
No, but I already had got her. I got her off the bench before she wrote that letter. That's why she said. That's why she put that in there. Now
but that's what I'm not. I'm just asking.
But you also right though, because now she feel now you have a heart. Now you want to like, okay, well, let me come visit this man and let him know about the criminal justice system and let him know what they did and why you got sentenced to all this time and what they did. You get what I'm saying? Now, because you're not a judge. You know what I mean? Now she's lost. So now let me be a human.
Now that she's not a judge, she don't have to.
What's going on? Oh yeah,
right.
About what's really going on about the criminal justice system. What they and if they did it to me, imagine how many other people they have done it to.
Exactly.
Millions, I'm sure.
Millions. And it could be a lot of that, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy how the justice system do us as people. And you know, like you said, it's just us, but it's not really us, it's just them. But I appreciate you coming on the show, bro. I love the interview. I definitely bringing you back or even bringing you in as co-host. You come chop it up with us one Friday. But
that'd be fun.
I appreciate all y'all.
So
appreciate you too, bro.
Yes, thank you so much.
I'm gonna let you shout out your social media again one more time before we go. We're gonna close out the show. Interviews will be posted on Facebook.
Okay, well, if y'all
go ahead.
All right, well, I would like for everybody to do is subscribe. Please subscribe to the MTV space and then put Creepa, Creepa. It's gonna always be something on there new, something cool, and it's kind of crazy because when I talk to the love and hip hop people, they like, you know, we appreciate you working hard and stuff, but the people don't want to see the hard working stuff no more. They want to see the fake stuff, the Airbnbs or DD, whatever they call that stuff. You know, they want the illusion, the fake stuff, and you know, I don't know nothing about that. All I know is the truth and being real. You know, but also, in the social media on the Facebook is Creepa, Creepa MTV. And it's the same thing for the Instagram, Creepa, Creepa MTV. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it simple and you know, Jess and y'all gonna be helping me more because I just got out not too long ago. So it's a lot of stuff I don't know about that I need to catch up with, and you know, and you know, get in the loop with. And you know, I love to come out there, host anywhere, any hosting jobs or mentoring or performing, anything that y'all know that, yeah, man, I'm coming. I'm done. You know, I'm free. And, you know, I was just cutting all the death row inmates here at FSP, man. And I made a vow. And, you know, man, they're like, man, just get a job, man. Go home. And that's why I'm really working. I don't have to work, but I work because it keeps me out of trouble. You know, I'm busting my butt. You know, to stay out the way. You know what I mean? Manual labor, construction. But my granddaddy taught me to look at work like a workout. So I love to work out. And I love to get get me a few dollars. And when you go home, when you go to sleep at the end of the night, you know you ain't did nothing wrong. You ain't knocking no old ladies over, and you handling your business as a man, and that's how God gonna bless you. You know what I mean? So long as I stay positive, stay free, most of all, because I can't do nothing when you locked up. So and I appreciate y'all for allowing me to deliver my testimony and tell my story, because it's a lot of people that I know might be going through some probably similar situations or have a family that's incarcerated as well, and then y'all can really know what's really going on, because the truth we have to stick together, you know what I mean? Because when is it gonna stop? When is it gonna stop? You know, the police brutality, the killing, the murdering, the degrading us, this having us slave work, taking us away from our queens. You know what I mean? Our kids and family that you know, your loved ones, when we supposed to be out there protecting and providing for them. You know, they getting money for you while you sitting in the cell. You getting money for you working for them for free. Getting money for you for them getting you sick, and then now they gotta cure you and give you a medication and messing you up for the rest of this. It's just crazy. You know what I mean? It's all the way around. You paying for your lawyer. Your lawyer basically extorting you for money, and then you gotta pay the state attorney, and then you gotta pay your judge. You know, so it's crazy. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much for allowing me to. Y'all got the first exclusive interview, and we're gonna keep it going. And there's more stuff I can talk on here with y'all all night. You know what I mean? Because I love building, especially with positive people.
Most definitely.
Real, man. Until next time, man. You stay up, man. Do exactly what you got to do. Remember,
stay positive.
It's God's mission. Stay up, man.
Thank you. Love y'all, man. God bless, and you know, keep in touch with me, man. You know, I'm gonna just keep doing positive, keep doing good, because I made a vow. It's a lot of people that ain't gonna never get to see the streets again. Yeah. And I mean, man, I give an arm, a leg, and 3 toes just to be free. You know what I mean? So I have to do this. I can't come out here fumbling and playing. So that's why I work, and that's why I'm trying to do the right thing, and also want to get this story out there so something can help, something can change what they doing, because it's not right. You know what I mean? But you gotta remember, they've been doing it for hundreds and hundreds of years. And the Department of Correction was established in 1868. Not too long. That's gonna be like 300 years from now. They basically saying legalizing slavery. You know what I mean? It don't matter if you innocent or guilty. They still gonna have you working. You know what I mean? When you got these
because Juneteenth happened in 1865. So they ended slavery officially in 1865 just to start the judicial system in 1868. But man, we gotta end right here, man. I appreciate you again. Much love. I
appreciate you, man.
Y'all, everybody have a good night. Y'all be safe.
You too, baby.
You
all right.
Well.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Love, man. Good night. I love all y'all, man. I love my people, my queens and kings.